Welcome to Roles in Software Engineering Projects. After watching this video, you will be able to list the common roles on a software engineering project, describe each role, and explain the responsibilities of each role. There are several common roles on a software development project, and these roles can have different names depending on the approach being used, such as Agile or Waterfall. Sometimes different companies have different names for similar jobs, but not all projects will have all these roles. The roles we will discuss in this video are Project Manager or Scrum Master, Stakeholder, System or Software Architect, UX Designer, Software Developer, Tester or QA Engineer, Site Reliability or Ops Engineer, Product Manager or Owner, and Technical Writer or Information Developer. Now let's describe each role and some of the responsibilities for each job. Traditional SDLC methods have project managers, but in Agile the equivalent role is called a Scrum Master. A project manager makes sure the project runs smoothly and facilitates communication about the project. The project manager often deals with bigger picture issues such as planning, scheduling, and budgeting, allocating personnel and resources, executing the software plan, and team communication. In Agile, there is a Scrum Master. Rather than focusing on planning, the Scrum Master is focused on ensuring team and individual success. Remember that the 4 core Agile values prioritize people and communication over processes, and the Scrum Master is responsible for facilitating that communication. The stakeholders are the people for whom the product is being designed. They include individuals such as the customer, end users, decision makers, system administrators, and other key personnel. The stakeholder is mainly responsible for defining project requirements and providing feedback if the team members need clarification on requirements or if a proposed solution cannot be solved as planned. The stakeholders may also sometimes participate in beta testing and acceptance testing before the software is released. The system architect designs and describes the architecture of a project as well as communicates that architecture to team members. They are sometimes also called a software architect or a solution architect. They are responsible for designing the essential characteristics of the inner structure and technical aspects of the software. The architect provides technical support across the different stages of the SDLC. Note, software architecture will be discussed in further detail in another module. UX means user experience. The goal of a UX designer is to balance making the software intuitive, but also as robust as it needs to be to address requirements. They define how the software behaves from the user's perspective. The UX designer determines how the software communicates its functionality to the end user and how the end user interacts with it. Next, the developers write the code that powers the software. Responsibilities include implementing the architecture laid out in the design document, incorporating the requirements laid out in the software requirements specification, and employing the UX requirements determined by the UX designers. Testers, or QA engineers, are in charge of ensuring the quality of the product and that the software solution meets customer requirements. They are responsible for writing and executing test cases to identify bugs or deficiencies and provide this feedback to the development teams. A site reliability engineer, sometimes called an SRE or ops engineer, bridges development and operations by combining software engineering expertise with IT systems management. They track incidents and facilitate meetings to discuss them. They also automate systems, procedures, and processes, assist with troubleshooting, and ensure reliability for the customer. The product manager or product owner has the vision of what the product should look like. They have an intimate understanding of the client's requirements and the end user's needs. They are responsible for leading development efforts to create the software and for ensuring the product provides the value stakeholders are looking for. Finally, the technical writer or information developer writes documentation for the end user. They write documentation on technical material geared towards a non-technical audience. Not only does this documentation help the end user to use the software, but it also helps the customer so they can provide timely feedback to the development teams. Technical writers may be asked to write user manuals, reports, white papers, and press releases. In this video, you learned that there are a variety of job roles on a software development project, and each occupation has responsibilities unique to each role.